Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a kind of daytime to nighttime makeup look. So I'm going to show you how to go from this look right here, and we're going to transform this daytime look into the look that I'm wearing right now on my face. We'll be taking off the whole face to just redo it again. We're going to kind of transform it and just kind of add products and take some away and do it just kind of like that. It'll be a kind of video that if you're just really in a rush and you have to come back home really quickly and then just leave to go out straight away, then this is just some little tips that you can use if you're in that situation. So as always, be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like these kinds of videos and just keep watching. Okay, so because we're going to start off with obviously the day look, I'm not going to do the eyes first because we're not going to really do much on there. I've already done my skincare and everything as usual, so we're just going to get straight into face primer. So for primer today, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Spackle Hydrating Moisturising Primer. Then for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Dior Forever Skin Liquid Foundation, and I've got the shade 40. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C10. To set all that concealer in place, I'm going to use the RCMA No Colour Powder. Before I set the rest of the other face, I'm just going to add a cream highlight because I think they look kind of the most natural really. I'm going to take the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Wisp and just apply this on the tops of my cheekbones with my finger. Just going to powder where I'm going to apply some bronzer, but not obviously going over the highlight. Okay, then for bronzer, I'm just going to take the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Solei. This is just a really nice soft bronzer and it's got a sheen to it, so it's just going to be nice and natural looking on the skin. Okay, so now we're pretty much finished with most of the face. I'm just going to take some of this Body Shop Vitamin E spray, and this is just going to take away any powderiness, and it's just going to make all the foundation, all the powders just melt into the skin. Moving on to the eyes, I just want to prime them first. I'm going to take the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot just to prime the eyelids. I'm just going to move on to the eyes, but I'm not going to do too much because it is just kind of the daytime look. So I'm going to take the Morphe 15N eyeshadow palette. It just looks like this, and I'm just going to take the Bone shade from the palette and just set down the eye primer. Then for the eyes, it's just going to be super easy. So I'm going to take the shade Opal from the palette and apply this all over the crease and just take it onto the lid as well. And I'm going to lightly take it onto the lid as well. With that one shade, I'm not going to use any more, I'm just going to keep it like that for now. And I'm just going to apply some liner just to tight line with. I don't really need to say which liner I'm using because I'm just going to use a bit of liner just to line the top lash line, just because obviously by the nighttime look we're going to obviously have mascara on, so that it's going to be a lot trickier to do the eyeliner then. So I'm just going to apply it a tiny bit now. I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyeliner pot. So that's all I'm going to do for the eyes, and then I'm just going to curl my lashes as I always do. Apply some mascara, so I'm just going to take the Kiko Extra Sculpt mascara. And just to finish off the daytime look, I'm going to take this L'Oreal Lip Paint. This is the finished daytime look. Okay, so now we're just going to transform from this daytime look and we're going to turn it into the night look. So I think I'm just going to do the eyes first and just get them out the way. So obviously for a normal person, you would probably just apply some fake eyelashes on top of the mascara and everything, but I don't wear them and I probably can't apply them properly, so I'm not going to add any false lashes on, but obviously this is where you'd probably do that. So I'm just going to take off a little bit of the mascara because I'm just going to reapply it and just make it a lot more thicker, but if you apply mascara on top of dried up mascara, it looks awful. So I'm just going to take off a little bit, and then I'm going to take off the lip as well because I'm going to change it. So one kind of idea for a lip is if you didn't want to change the complete lipstick and everything, if you didn't want to take it off, you could just apply like a lip gloss over top and that will change it up a bit. I'm going to go back into that Morphe palette. Take the shade Unique, which is this kind of goldy champagne shade here. And I'm going to start to apply this on the lid. And I'm going to wet it a little bit. I'm going to pick it up first and then just put some spray on it, kind of on the inner half of the eye. Super quick as well, it's not going to take long. So if you did literally have to be out the door, super easy. I'm just going to take the blending brush that we used before, not add any more products, but just kind of blend around the gold and just make sure that there's no harsh lines. Obviously before we didn't do the inner corner and the brow bone highlight, so we're going to do that now. Pretty much finished with the eyes, so I'm just going to reapply my mascara, and obviously this is where any normal human being would just apply fake eyelashes. I'm just going to apply that opal shade that I used, which is that brown, and I'm just going to buff that on the lower lash line. Moving on to the face, after a full day, if you're someone like me who might get a bit oily throughout the day, then this is where I would just powder, just to touch up any areas. So I'm just going to apply a bit just here, and then a tiny bit in between my brows, because that is where I tend to get oily throughout the day. Then I'm just going to add some brow gel. This one is just by ELF, and I'm just going to apply that in the brows. I'm going to set them in place. Just to finish off the rest of the face, because we applied a cream highlight earlier, I'm just going to go over with a powder. So I'm going to use the one that I used for my inner corner and brow bone, which is the Ofra in Nikki Tutorials highlight in the shade Glow Gold. I'm going to add a tiny bit of contour now. So I just applied some bronzer before, but now I'm just going to contour a little bit. This Formula Butter Bronzer in Light Bronzer. Going to add a little bit of blush now as well, so I'm just going to take the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush. So you're just going to kind of melt all of those together and just blend them in really nicely. Pretty much the face all done now, so I'm just going to add some setting spray now. And moving on to lips, I'm going to line my lips with the Strip Down Lip Pencil by MAC. I'm going to take Whirl, also by MAC, and just apply this on top. This is the night look. And that is the end of the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this day to night look. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and make sure that you are subscribed if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! And defile in this... defile? What is she doing? What is she doing? Does anyone like use an eyeshadow brush, put it down and you don't know where it is?